The homestead interior had wooden-clad walls that went up to and across the ceiling, in the centre of which hung a brass chandelier with 4 electric globes. The front parlour, as Mrs. Stewart called it, even though it was an unused room at the back of the house, had 2 tired-looking armchairs and a settee in a green floral print. It had a table and 4 dining chairs, and a floor lamp with a shade the size of a dustbin. There was a solid-looking oak sideboard covered by an embroidered table runner with pink roses. The tiled fireplace had a copper screen set on the hearth, and above the mantel a painting of the Scottish Highlands. A faded photograph of a severe-looking woman wearing a bonnet and round wire spectacles looked down from a frame on the wall by the window. Mrs. Stewart said it was her mother. I don't remember my mother. I try hard to see her face, but I can't. Perhaps, like Archie said, I was too young when she died to remember. Neither do I know my father. Having lost his wife, he simply surrendered his children. He didn't need us any more. Sister Josephine said one day that men don't raise children on their own. They weren't built for it. I don't think I was built for being without a father either, or for being raised by nuns in an orphanage. I studied the photograph on the wall. I had nothing to remember my family. No house or possessions, no pictures, no words. The bombs took them along with our mother. No sense in worrying, Sister Josephine used to say. Lots of people lost their homes and their loved ones. We can't change what happened in the war, so there's no point in crying over spilt milk. There are folks worse off than you. I never did understand how spilt milk fitted into the story. Situated away from the main homestead, my new home at Cutaway Creek was more like an outhouse than a posh house. The roughly sawn slabs that formed the walls let in light through cracks during the day and creepy crawlies by the dozen through the night. Paved with stone tiles and dirt, the floor showed signs of chicken shit when I arrived. A chicken shit carpet. Not many kids could lay claim to such luxury. Instead of a chandelier, thick cobwebs draped and dangled from rustic wooden beams that supported a corrugated tin roof. It had dozens of tiny holes that would leak if it rained. The corrugations of the tin reminded me of seaside sand, ripples left by the waves on the outgoing tide. I'd only been to the seaside once. We went on a train to Bournemouth, and all the children from the orphanage were there. I had the best time of my life. We splashed and played for hours and had sandwiches of salmon paste and bully beef. The following week we were told we would see the ocean again, that we were going on a boat trip to the Isle of Wight. They lied about our destination. They may not have shared many conversations, but the Stewarts often fought, and when they did, all hell broke loose. Blows were thrown by both husband and wife, and the verbal violence was just as damaging. Daisy's foul tongue spewed every vile insult. The devil himself could not have cursed with such venom. Their battles left me terrified. I would run to the creek to hide until calm had been restored, expecting to find someone dead when I returned. Physically, Mrs. Stewart gave as much as she got, though she seemed to sense a limit, a line that if she crossed would result in frightening consequences. She could not conceal, on more than one occasion, the look of fear in her eyes before she backed off and ran to her bedroom, leaving her husband to pace the homestead, looking for something to kick. I always made sure it wasn't me.